Have you ever wondered what an orchid is? A question that piques the curiosity of many, considering the sheer beauty and diversity of these plants. Orchids, the intricate and often fragrant blooms, are an integral part of the plant kingdom. Orchids belong to the Orchidaceae family, a family that boasts an impressive repertoire. It's not just one of the largest families of flowering plants, but also one of the most diverse, with over 25,000 species and more than 100,000 hybrids and cultivars. The orchid family is truly a testament to the beauty and diversity of nature itself. Each species, each hybrid, each cultivar is a unique expression of nature's creativity, showcasing a range of colors, shapes, and scents that are sure to mesmerize any observer. Now that we know what an orchid is, let's delve into the different types of these fascinating plants. Orchids come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. They are as diverse as they are beautiful. Let's delve into some of the various types of orchids that grace our world with their exquisite beauty. First, we have the Cattleya orchids. Known as the Queen of Orchids, the Cattleya is admired for its large, vibrant flowers that often carry a sweet, pleasing fragrance. This type of orchid is commonly used in corsages due to its robust and long-lasting blooms. Next up, we have the Dendrobium orchids. These orchids are native to Southeast Asia and are known for their versatility and adaptability. They boast a wide range of flower shapes and colors, from delicate whites and pinks to bold purples and blues. Dendrobium orchids are also known for their longevity, with some species flowering for up to 6 months at a time. Then we have the Phalaenopsis orchids, also known as moth orchids. Their name derives from the Greek word phalaena, meaning moth, and opsis, meaning like. This is due to their flowers' uncanny resemblance to moths in flight. Phalaenopsis. Orchids come in a spectrum of colors, with petals that are often a different color from their sepals, creating a delightful contrast. Let's not forget the Oncidium orchids, fondly known as dancing ladies. This nickname comes from the shape of their flowers, which look like tiny dancing ladies when swaying in the breeze. The Oncidium orchids are known for their large sprays of small, brightly colored flowers, which can bloom in hundreds at a time. Lastly, we have the Paphiopedilum orchids, or slipper orchids. Their unique pouch-shaped lip acts like a slipper, trapping insects for pollination. These types of orchids are particularly known for their striking patterns and long-lasting blooms. Each type of orchid has its own distinct charm and beauty, offering a visual feast of colors, shapes, and sizes. There's an orchid for every taste, making them one of the most cherished plant families in the world. Each type of orchid has its own charm and beauty. But where do these stunning plants come from? Orchids can be found in every corner of the world except for deserts and glaciers. A testament to their adaptability, orchids have made themselves at home in a diverse range of habitats. One might first think of orchids as inhabitants of the steamy, sun-dappled understories of tropical rainforests. Indeed, many orchids thrive in such environments, where the warm, humid air and rich, rotting leaf litter provide an ideal setting for these botanical wonders. Here, orchids often grow as epiphytes, living on the trunks and branches of trees, basking in the filtered sunlight and absorbing nutrients from the rain and airborne particles. Yet not all orchids are confined to the tropics. Some have managed to carve out a living in temperate climates, where they experience the distinct seasons of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. These terrestrial orchids nestle their roots in the soil and have adapted to endure harsh winters by entering a period of dormancy, only to re-emerge in the spring with renewed vigor. In high-altitude habitats, such as the cool, misty mountaintops, orchids face a different set of challenges. Here, the air is thin and crisp, sunlight is intense, and temperatures fluctuate dramatically between day and night. Despite these conditions, certain hardy orchids have managed to adapt, often growing in crevices of rocks where they are sheltered from the wind and have access to moisture. Seemingly against all odds, there are even orchids that flourish in semi-arid regions, where water is scarce and the sun blazes with relentless intensity. These orchids have evolved thick, succulent leaves and extensive root systems to store water, enabling them to survive in such a parched environment. From the lush rainforests to the chilly mountaintops, orchids have adapted to thrive in a variety of environments. But how do they survive and reproduce? Well, that's a fascinating story of evolution and adaptation, which we'll delve into in the next segment. So stay tuned for more on the captivating world of orchids. Orchids have some unique characteristics that enable them to survive in their respective habitats. Orchids, with their intricate design and captivating fragrance, are more than just a feast for the senses. They are a testament to the marvels of evolution, having developed fascinating strategies for survival. One such strategy is their intricate pollination process. Unlike many plants that spread their pollen to the wind, hoping it will find a mate, orchids have a more targeted approach. They develop alluring fragrances and designs to attract specific pollinators, often bees or butterflies. Some orchids have even evolved to resemble the female of a particular insect species, enticing the males to attempt mating, and thus ensuring the transfer of pollen. Another unique characteristic is their symbiotic relationship with fungi. Orchids produce millions of tiny seeds that, on their own, lack the nutrients to sprout. However, they overcome this limitation by partnering with fungi. The fungi infuse the seeds with the necessary nutrients, enabling them to grow. In return, the mature orchid provides nutrients to the fungi. These strategies are not just survival mechanisms, but also factors that contribute to the orchid's astounding diversity. The targeted pollination strategy has led to the evolution of a myriad of shapes, sizes, and colors. Similarly, the symbiotic relationship with fungi allows orchids to thrive in a variety of habitats, from tropical rainforests to arid deserts. These unique adaptations not only ensure their survival, but also contribute to their beauty and diversity. Orchids are truly one of nature's marvels, aren't they? In this journey, we've learned that they are a diverse and widespread family of flowering plants, known for their intricate and fragrant blooms. With a staggering number of over 25,000 species and more than 100,000 hybrids and cultivars, they've adapted to a variety of habitats. Each orchid tells a unique story of adaptation and survival. Next time you see an orchid, remember the fascinating journey it has taken to be the beautiful plant it is. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of orchids.